Okay. Okay, so at least he eats it this time. I think the other time, he missed the kill and he went too far away. Not a big fan of that mine placement. That mine placement is very easy to shoot. I would love to have seen it on the lips back here. Would have been a bit better, in my opinion. Yeah, just putting them in the middle of the roads don't really do anything. Also, do note that there's only 3 that you can have out available. And you don't want to put them in areas where wildlife will die to them. Okay, so the split's much better this time. No, no, keep going that way, keep going that way, that way, that way, this way. The people in front should keep going this way. Oh my gosh. Epic fails. Epic fails. Oh, you should have had 2 people keep going this way and 2 people go that way and then reassess. But now they all know that they made the mistake. Medic and Assault might be able to dome the monster here, but they really have to... Oh, no, they might... Yeah, now it's not too bad. Now the team's catching up. So once they dome the monster, where do they want to hide? Remember, you want a small pillar to run around. So the monster's engaging, decides to dome. Ironically enough, the best place to fight the Kraken is around this pillar right here. I like that they're not engaging. Now, the biggest thing with Kraken is not taking damage. Like, all the rest of it, like, it does not matter how much damage you do to the Kraken. It's all about surviving. Because Kraken is like one of those domino effects, that if he can't get that domino effect rolling, he's going to lose. Nice Griffin Harpoon. And it's okay to fight in this lava stuff. It does such insignificant amount of damage, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, notice, like, so right now, this is fine. Like, nobody's taking damage, and that's all that is important. In this matchup, I think Griffin should be the anti-Kraken Banshee Mine. Because Harpoon, like, he's not doing a really big job of staying up in the air. Oh, and there's all those Banshee Mines everywhere. Remember to focus. If you're focusing on someone, you want to put Banshee Mines where they're going to go, not where they are, or not just spread out randomly. You want to put a little bit more thought into it. But if the monster wastes 5 minutes in here and no one takes damage, monster or hunters, that's a win. But see, here you go. As soon as the support's going to go down, the whole entire team's going to flounder. And the medic, I think, is doing a little too much moving around. Nice harpooning by our Griffin. Griffin doing a great job there. And there is the assault, or support. Got hit by the lightning strike. No one's going after the Banshee Mines, which is a little extra damage here and there. But yeah, this is the pillar you want to fight around. This is how you fight a Kraken. This isn't the greatest skill Kraken. He's not landing all of his shots. That assault needs to be very careful. If the Kraken turns on you at half health, you're going to die. Even the assault. So just be very careful. But this is what you do. You just break line of sight like this. Do damage when you can. Man, that flamethrower was all over the place. Nice harpoonings. Like, Griffin just spot on. There we go. Orbital. And this is what you do against Kraken. You line of sight. Oh, everyone got grouped up. Oh, there's the assault. Yep. You cannot be at low half health with Kraken. Because otherwise he was going to... The hunters were doing just fine. A little aggressiveness with the hunter or the assault there. But that was a good dome for the most part. Because again, it doesn't matter how much damage you do to the Kraken. Even if you do 0 health damage, you're running out the clock, and that's all that matters. Against Kraken, #1 priority is not taking damage. And here's a lovely Armadon skull up there, if you guys don't know. Right there. And it looks really, really cool. Evolving out in the open, little risky against the Hank, but the dome, I probably would have just taken the evolve. Chances are you weren't going to die. I like his placement of mines. Might be able to get an orbital here. If the support sees him, maybe. Oh, there we go. Nice. Aw, and he misses. Super unfortunate, but that's okay. So 3 lightning, 2 vortex. Now, against a Kraken, you never want to go around a corner and take a face full of lightning. And this assault's probably just going to die right here. That lightning shield, that shield should have been popped as soon as the lightning strike went off. Oh, but it looks like it is going to go back. And if you're taking damage, don't continue the fight. Wait, pull back. You have Hank and Kyra. You have 2 very good defensive people. Take a little bit of damage, go back. You do not have to be super aggressive. And the assault, oh, support and medic both got hit. And this is going to be really bad. Griffin protects the support. Nobody on Banshee Mines. Banshee Mine damage is going out. And there's another lightning strike. And again, support. Yeah, so support keeps on doing a good job. Just running around circles around this pillar. That's all that needs to be done. And again, I don't know why he's on... nope, the assault's about to go down. Oh, nope, he did have his personal shield. I feel like that if the monster focused a bit more, this would be a very different fight. Hunters are kind of doing a good job. I want to see more running around here, but not everyone, because when everyone's doing it, you're bound to get lots of AoE. Hyde's about to get... Oh, Hyde out of range from the support, and oh wow, that was really good. I feel like that the monster could capitalize a bit more on this. The assault being super aggressive doesn't need to be. Like I said, it's not a damage race. That's how hunters die. Good healing and good support, though. I feel the monster focusing on the assault a little too much. Because it's... Oh, no. One more hit. One more hit. Oh. Wow. Wow. I can't believe the assault lived through that. Really good job with Griffin. Griffin is like MVP, I think, right now. Like, both the support and medic are doing an amazing job, but Griffin really harpooning at the right times. And it's okay, if the monster channels armor, that's fine. You know, you don't have to be going after the monster every 2 seconds. I would regroup, save up your jetpack, and wait for the monster to come back to you. There's a minute left in the dome. Don't risk it. Oh, this trapper. This trapper deserves to die. This trapper deserves to die. 100% wrong to do. See, now look, your entire team just wasted all their jetpack just to save you, and there's a good chance you and or someone else is going to go down anyway. Like, that was a very greedy play by the hunters, and like totally got all these strikes. All these strikes on the dome are going to be because of that trapper, if there are any strikes to be gained. There's... Man, Griffin, your harpoon's just totally on point. You lose points, though, for going around and face checking against a Kraken. So Dome will be coming down in 5 seconds. He might end up getting a strike on the support at the last second, though. Oh, monster getting a little bit of punishment here. No, that's going to be it for support. Yeah, as Angry Joe would say, you done fucked it up. But yeah, that was a big misplay. I don't think that strike would have happened if the trapper did not overextend himself. Because notice everyone wasted jetpack just to get there. It didn't do any damage. The monster still didn't get any health taken off. That was a huge, huge advantage, Dome, for the monster. And the thing is they were playing right. They did a bar of health damage in that engagement, which was really good, but they got aggressive and greedy, and that's the problem. Like, monsters in this version of the game punish aggressive hunters that are out of position very, very easily. And if the Kraken was any better, that trapper would have been killed instead of just, you know, feel bads. Who is lagging? Portado, for having 400 ping, you're doing pretty good. So a couple other things, Salty, is I would definitely work on Banshee Mine placement just a little bit better. Your snowball control is really good. The rest of your abilities seem pretty on point, but I think your Banshees are your weakest link by far. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of Aftershock, especially because I don't think you play as aggressive with it. You have to be super aggressive with that, otherwise it's better to put the point in something else. I like that they're holding the dome. I like that they're holding the dome. I would have waited a little bit more. This is actually a very bad dome for the Hunters. This is a straight up bad dome. I would drop this dome. I would drop this dome. This dome is horrible. The reason why is because there's nowhere to really hide. It's all open area, and you don't want open area against a Kraken, because he'll just murderize you. Oh, this dome. This dome is scary. This dome is horrible. Like, yeah. So this is a note. Note to self, this is a dome that is super pro-Kraken. Against a Goliath, it might be okay, but against a Goliath, it might be okay because there's at least verticality. But in a Kraken dome, you want pillars to run around. Notice how little they're surviving compared to the other domes that they've been in, because they had something to run circles around. But this is a horrible dome. Ooh. I say bug out, call it evening.
Yeah. Sorry, I did better stuff first.
Fair enough. We should get a jewelry cleaning kit. So medic goes down 3/4 of 1 bar of health. It's actually a pretty good trade for the medic getting down. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, Swedish fish.
Yeah.
Do you like fish? Yeah. Against a Wraith, is it a good dome? Yes, because there's lots of areas where you can put them into a corner and then shank the crap out of them. Burgers have arrived. Yes. Take it easy, Roadrunner. But yeah, so the biggest advice I could give to you, Salty, is work on Banshee Mine placement and finding a good rotation with them in your kit. So that Aiden, stop. So that they're being used more. Otherwise, the Hunters were doing pretty decent. They were super aggressive, and that's where most of the strikes. What happened? He's getting bigger. You always ask that every time he evolves. He gets bigger. And he goes, rawr. I would not necessarily put points into Aftershock. With the way that your playstyle is, I feel you would much rather benefit from other placements. Because your Aftershock is just putting you closer to the Hunters, and your close range game isn't super good. You're not hitting with a lot of heavy attacks, you're not putting people against the corner, and you're not sneak pouncing a lot. So if you do want to... Aiden, get your feet off me, please. So if you do want to continue with having the Aftershock in your build, I would definitely recommend learning how to be a lot more aggressive. Aiden, stop, please. Here we go. So monster weakening people up from a far away range, and now everyone's all split up. If I were them, I would be fighting... Probably out here is actually better. And if you can drag Kraken to the ground over and over... but yeah, even range 3 Aftershock, you did only 340 damage. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem... I'm still not convinced that Aftershock is that great. Definitely not 3 points anyway. I'd probably put it at 1 point as well. Sorry, slightly eating. So this is a really big pillar to run around, but there's a lot of little small pillars around here that work really, really well against the Kraken. Like this one's pretty good. This one's really good. Yeah, this one right here is perfect. This is really perfect, actually. Everybody getting all clumped up. Misses, or lightning strike hits, misses the evasion. There is the support. Nobody. Oh, it looks like the assault's helping clear out mines a little bit more. But Furtado probably needs to find a better place to run around circles for. This one's a little too big, and so everyone's using up all their jetpacks just to keep up with you. So you're actually helping your team die by running around something this big. You're cutting off line of sight from the support. You're cutting off damage from the assault. Oh, don't do that. Generally speaking, you should never pick up a body off the ground unless the monster is 100% like 70 meters away. And even then, against a Kraken, the lightning strike you have to watch out for. See now, oh, this is the lightning strike. That should have hit all three of those people. All those three people were pumped around a little too good. Now the monster, I probably wouldn't have domed. The monster, yeah. It's about 6s. Okay, let's find out where the anti-Kraken spot is on this dome. This is actually a really bad dome for them. This is the best area, but it's got verticality and... yeah, this is actually a pretty bad dome for them. I'd drop it. But this is probably going to be the best area to avoid stuff. But it's not going to be not as amazing as it could be. And Trapper goes down. Oh, nope, Trapper got saved at the last second by support. Support and Medic doing a really good job of keeping people alive. But I feel that people are dodging the wrong abilities. Against a Kraken, you only really want to dodge Lightning Strike and Vortex, but Lightning Strike's the only big one. Aftershock, you can't really dodge against a good Kraken player anyway, and then Banshee Mines can be shot, so you're not dodging them. And again, yeah, against Kraken, don't go after a body. Like, Kyra can heal from range. There's no reason for the Assault to have done that. Now the Assault is at really low health, and the Medic and the Assault are just going to get wiped out right now. So I'm pretty sure the monster just wins here. See, and the Kyra was able to get up the Trapper after all that. Now pull back, heal, Dome's about to go down, and the armor still hasn't gone through. It's all about avoiding damage against Kraken, and these teams, like, look at it, they're all just clumped together. You can't clump together against any monster. Just always be aware of where you are in relationship to everyone else. Assault should be the only person close to the monster. Trapper the second closest, and then support and medic should be the farthest away. And this Trapper is going to get down, like deserves to get down. There's no reason to chase the monster. He still has armor, and you are at half health. That was a very big misplay in my opinion. Not sure what that was. So, going after the support here. So, again, they're picking the wrong place. Yeah, exactly. Firefly, run in circles around this. This is where you want to run circles around. This thing right here is the best anti-Kraken pillar around. You want to be focusing all your attention around this. See, look. You avoid melee or air shots. You miss Vortex. And then Assault, if you don't have your personal shield, I'd back out. Back out. But yeah, if you're being focused, run to this pillar and use this pillar. Oh, no, the medic's not going to make it in time. Oh, decides to go after the support. Probably should have gone after the medic there, in my opinion. Ooh, got stuck. Okay, Portado needs to head back to that pillar. See? Notice how much more survivable they are when they're using this little pillar. It's all about blocking line of sight against Kraken. Ah, my game. Ooh. I want to make sure, or hopefully I see the ending. Okay, so Looks like Kraken's finally getting thromped a little bit. Oh, I don't have the dome timer anymore. Oh, there we go. This trapper, Josie, I need to have words with you. Your harpoons are totally on point. You are way too aggressive in this game. Like, you caused your team to get a strike when they shouldn't have. Lads Warrior, welcome to the stream, and welcome to the herd. I appreciate that follow, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. So this is what a good Kraken player will do. He'll try and hit you with a lightning strike, get you to half health, and if that's the case, he'll go in for the kill. Josie, no, you need to use this. You need to use this pillar way better. There you go. Notice how much more survivability they have using this pillar. Oh, support might go down in a second. See? Blocking the line of sight. Still gets hit by the lightning because they're not dodging very, very well. But notice how much more survivable you are when you are using the pillar like that. Sith Aggressor, also welcome to the herd. And I hope you enjoy your stay here. And I appreciate that follow. But yeah, see, this is what you do. You run around in circles and you keep on blocking them. Kraken suffers such a damage a DPS decrease when he does not have line of sight on people. And that's what's making this game. This game, if all of the domes and engagements were around a pillar like that, and they all dodged this effectively, they'd be doing a much better job. Again, I don't know why they're all clumped up on this section. Good job on Hyde going after those Banshee mines. And there we go. Firefly, you need to go back. Run around the pillar like you were before. See, he used a jetpack right there, and he didn't dodge anything. There was no reason to dodge around that. Because then he didn't have enough to dodge the lightning strike. Like Griffin, I love your harpoons. Your harpoons are so on point, but at the same time, I'm going to be yelling at you shortly because you are too aggressive this match. Great job by Griffin. And look at this. This is what you do. You just run around pillars. This is what kills Krakens more than anything else, is this kind of play. Oh, and that lightning strike. Oh, it's going to miss. And now if the monster runs away, throw the dome. But otherwise, I think the hunters have this now. As long as they keep on using the terrain like this. Oh, and all those Banshee mines went off. Nobody clearing Banshee mines. But yeah, clear Banshee mines and run circles around this. This is how you kill Krakens. And again, it's not a damage race. Notice that they're slowly killing him. It's not a, you know, here, nuke him into orbit. Oh, one more big attack. So GG. Oh, he does get a strike. So I think he might get a strike and then leave. If I were him... Oh, no, the medic. Oh, he's going to go after the medic. Oh, no. It looks like the medic... Oh, and the medic gets the support up. Throw the dome. 2 seconds. 1 second. Throw. Really, really good comeback for the hunters here. So Kraken's way to combat that is to put Banshee mines in the way, and then go one way, and if they keep going around in circles, those Banshee mines will hit the other person and do a tremendous amount of damage. Here we go. Final engagement. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Again, great harpooning by Griffin. A lot of those mines, doing damage. Oh, and does not, oh, misses the lightning strike. Oof, that's rough. Probably could dome the monster here. Nope, looks like I lied. That was not the final engagement. The final frontier. So 40 seconds left. By the time he engages, it'll probably be about 30, which probably means that he's not going to have much time to armor up after this. It's not the monster. The monster's not lagging. Or at least I don't think he is. Okay, here we go. And Firefly, once again, doing the dance of survival. Now Medic got into a bad spot. She doesn't need to move this much. She wasted a lot of jetpack just to get there. Ah! I think that was a legitimate everyone lost connection to the server. I'm going to quit out of the game real quick. Rejoin. But I think that... No... I'm thinking the server just took a massive poop. Okay, let me try and get the other group back in here. The servers just didn't like me watching that game. It's like, don't tell the secrets of Kraken. But yeah, if you want to know how to fight a Kraken, that's exactly what you do.
We were doing really good, and then the game DCs us.
Yeah,
No,
that was such a good match.
That was a really well done. First with Kraken, I think the biggest thing would help with you. So you have Aftershock in your build, and you use 3 points into it at the very end, but I don't think you were as aggressive at close combat. You weren't getting your heavy melees in, and you weren't doing a lot of sneak pounces. So I would, if you really like Aftershock, I would try and incorporate that and be more aggressive up close. Otherwise, Aftershock doesn't seem to do very well. But on the counterpart, your Banshee Mine placement was sometimes really good, and then other times it just kind of seemed spread out wherever. Especially when you were feeding, I noticed that you put Banshee Mines behind you, but they were kind of out in the open and they just get shot, so they most likely weren't going to do damage. I like to hide them in bushes or just under a ledge where people would sometimes jetpack past and things like that. In combat, you basically want to put them behind where people are, or if they're running around circles like that pillar, you want to dump a couple of them in a corner and then chase him around, and then he's going to eat a face full of mine. But otherwise, your lightning strikes were pretty on point. Same thing with your vortexes. So I would probably just, if you're, if you want to focus more on Aftershock, kind of get into the rough and tumble of the Kraken, or if you want to focus on Banshee Mines and be more of a long-range missile launcher. But really good job for the most part. You really punished people when they were out of position. Every single time there was a dome engagement where it was favorable for you, and they didn't have the pillar, which is basically anti-Kraken, like that one pillar at the very end of the game. That's exactly how you fight a Kraken. It's not a damage race. You just focus on survival, and that's all you have to do, and it's fine, and cut off line of sight. You cut off line of sight, and Kraken's damage drops substantially, and that's a great way of doing that. That being the case, Griffin, your harpoons were amazing, and I would have nothing but high praise.
So annoying.
Yes, and I would have nothing with praise with you, Josie, but you were so aggressive. You cost 2 extra strikes. The second dome, when you were near the acid beach and you went around the corner after you channeled his armor, I totally blamed the support getting a strike because the entire team had to chase after you to get de-pounced, and then they were out of jetpack and out of position. Again, it's not a damage race, especially against Kraken, more so than other monsters. It's all about survival, and so if he fully channeled up his armor, it doesn't matter if you get a couple of hits of damage in, it's not going to make a difference in that dome. So just be very careful not to be super aggressive. Otherwise, medic and support completely on spot. You guys do a very, very good job. There are a couple of times when Kyra was kind of jetpacking around a little too much. Normally, you don't really have to move that often if you have a good vantage point, especially if you find a pillar that's small enough that you can actually heal through, because a lot of them, they have enough of a narrow radius that you can heal grenade somebody on the other side of the wall. And stuff. Otherwise, really good job. Really solid job of the round. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more Banshee Mine being killed, but Assault was doing a pretty good job killing a lot of them. But there were still few that came through, but I think that's what really helps you. But really good way to pull through. Like in the beginning, you guys weren't doing so great, and then you had a really good stage 3 engagement.
Yeah, and I feel like, honest, if you guys would have domed me when I ran, I would have died 10 minutes before I did.
We kind of forgot us.
Yeah, we were at the one time when you were running away, we were going to dome you, and then we forgot about it, and then we just sort of figured after you got a certain distance away, we're just like, let's just wait out the time.
Yep. But good calls.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a great example of like how to play against a Kraken. Is it's not about going up and down cliffs. Like there was one dome on the back end of the relay by the big massive building, and you domed him off to the right hand side. There was kind of like a little cave area. There was no pillars there. Notice how all of you just got trounced. Like that. Like as soon as I saw that dome, I was like, please take the dome down. Take the dome down, because that was an awful place for the hunters to fight, and it was an easy strike, and the monster was able to just walk all over you. But yeah, just find a small pillar like that and run circles with Benny Hill music if you need to. But really good job. Very close. Very close.
Yeah, that support was just so annoying in the end. Just running around that pillar. God.
Strategies.
You kind of
Yeah.
you kind of tunnel visioned on him because one time he had full health and I had half health, and you still tried to go for him.
Yep, I called that out too during the stream too. I'm like, oh, he should have swift over to the medic, because the medic was slightly out of position and had half health. That's another thing too. The second strike that you got as the trapper, basically what a good Kraken does is he'll stay long range and he will aim a lightning strike. And if that lightning strike hits one people, let alone two people, the Kraken knows, okay, I go in because I can down you instantly, basically. But if it misses, then I can just be like, okay, well, I'm far enough away they can't dome me, and I can go ahead and wait for my lightning charge to recharge. So really good Krakens will use the lightning strike to kind of soften up targets, and then once someone's softened up, just go in and dive bomb for the kill. So just be very careful. If you ever have half health or less, even if the monster's not really paying attention to you, you have to worry, because all it takes is like one or two moves, and Kraken can get really quick and just down you instantly. Just pull back to the medic, let them recharge. Especially with the Hank on the team, just pull back.
Yeah, I think my biggest problem, honestly, is I end up getting tunnel vision, and I just think about, oh, I gotta run over here, I gotta hook him, or he's running away, if I hook him, he'll slow down, you know? I get, like, tunnel vision about stuff like that, and I can't, like, you know, think about, oh, my team's way behind me, or I gotta back up the time, you know?
Yep. The biggest thing, especially against Kraken, is like the assault really should be leading the charge, or that you have enough jetpack that you can quickly jump backwards in case the monster's right there about to pounce you. And that's more of a situational awareness more than anything else. But I think that comes with more with experience. But otherwise, like I said, your harpooning was absolutely spot on. There were a couple of times when you were over aggressive and it really hurt the team. But for the most part, like you were really solid. Like I said, a really good game overall. Let's go ahead and let's do one more, and then we will reform.
All right. Let's go.